it's the Tuesday after Race Your Mates November edition. We're down here at Gasoline Alley. Welcome back, Crystal, to another video edition of the recap.
Thank you for having me.
How did Saturday's event go?
It was good. It was hot.
Yep.
I'm going to elephant in the room. It was very hot.
Yeah. Nice to address.
Lots of feedback on that, but still good turnout, big turnout. Lots of metrics, lots of Harleys. The shop ride from here went well. And yeah, that's our last one for this year.
Mate, one of the things that, like you just mentioned about it being hot, really interesting, and I know I get sunburnt as soon as the fluoro goes on, but everyone got a bit sunburnt at the last one.
Yep.
It was like 10 degrees colder. This one, it was different. It was hot, but no, I don't know about you, but I didn't get sunburnt like that.
I got a little bit of a tan.
Compared to that, I was like, this is really weird because it was so damn hot.
Yep.
But what a great day. I got down here early for the shop ride. You were down here early as trying to get everything set up to head out to Burbank, I'm guessing?
Go out early, yep. So there wasn't many people in the morning. Usually we have a car park full of riders and it was a bit quieter. So I was like, oh, maybe it'll just be like a little, everyone will get a lot of runs today.
Yep.
However, when we got out there and people started arriving, it was just the same atmosphere. I reckon we probably had about 250 riders.
Yep.
And the spectators, they come to watch, so it's really good. It was a great event. Again, all done for 2024, which is sad but good in a way.
Well, yeah, as an events person,
yeah,
it's an intense ordeal getting everything ready for an event.
It is, and it's a relief when it's all over. I think when 3 o'clock kicks around on the day, it's like, whew, my job is done and everyone's safe and everyone's had a good day. And I think for me, the takeaway is just, you see your regulars coming back, but it's just the new people that come, whether it's with someone that's already been or, they just choose to come along and see what the day's all about. For me, it's just seeing the smiles. And I think the one takeaway that we get is the event's free.
Yeah.
So I think that seems to be the major factor, that we have this event for people in our biker community in the Brisbane area, that you can come along, give your bike a test down the quarter mile.
Yeah, quarter
if
mile.
I can speak English today.
What's a quarter mile?
Quarter mile.
That's good.
And it's free. It is free for your riders. So, but good event.
A few takeaways. This one, obviously, shop ride was a little bit smaller.
Yep.
Obviously, heat was probably something to do with that.
Definitely.
But once you got to the gate, you were inside at this point, but I got to the gate last because I left the store last.
Yep.
It was out to the road.
Yeah.
The lineup was out to the road.
Yep.
Gates were shut obviously till 11, I think it is, or
11.
10?
11 open up the gates, yep.
Cool vibe. Everyone's just hovering around, taking different photos of their bike, having a yarn and everything like that before everyone enters in and gets the entry process done. Streamlined. Looks a lot better.
Yep.
I think getting everyone to the gate closed, and then pushing everyone in's a nice way.
Yeah, it is. It is. It makes them all feel like a group, I guess, of, they go off and they do their sign-on, and then they come back around and they sit in the staging lane.
Yep.
We then go and do our rider briefing. Willowbank staff put that on for us. And, and then it's on.
Yeah, definitely.
Bit of madness.
And we've seen some really fast times, like we have in the past, and we have set at 9.5 seconds, I think it is.
Yeah, so special mention to Bo and Borelle Strike, who come along. Friends of Gasoline Alley here. Bo does all his own work. I think he's got a 131 it's a street registered Fat Bob. 9.5 down the quarter mile. So pretty impressive when it's all his own work. It's just got a, I think they got the engine crate 131 here through us here. Yep. And he's done it all himself. So
it's super interesting to see. And Rochelle got a 10.000.
She did. She got a PB, which I know she's spewing about because she just wants to get into those 9s. So I get it. It's a good PB 10 on her white Fat Bob, but I understand as a, competitive, you just want to get under that 10 mark that she got. So, yeah. It's
pretty insane too, to be on the start line watching those two bikes. They got them set up really well now too.
They do.
They just shoot out. That first 60 feet is incredible. I got it on video and it'll be part of this. Everything's drag races, that first 60 feet, everything. They've got those things just hooking up really well. It was exciting to actually sit back and watch that. I don't know if I'm right, but it's probably one of the fastest street registered Harleys.
I think that they've said it is the fastest. I mean, our event's not a national event as such. It's not a competition event, but to be pulling 9.5s on a street registered Harley. I think that there's not much you can get quicker than that.
Definitely not.
Out there.
Buck, obviously on the road glide.
Big bagger.
Has built one of the best baggers around. Like
He has.
From front to back. Like you look at the suspension up the front. Now got the steering dampener up the front. He's got brakes on it, rear suspension, and a motor that's
huge.
He got everything done in the motor. Fastest sign Buck's done at the moment out there is 11.4 now this weekend. So he got into the 11.4s. On a bike and rider combination, it would be over the 400-pound mark, I'd be guessing. Unreal. That's a heavy combination to 11.4s.
I think
great ETs
with
as well.
Buck, he loves it. He's so addicted to it, and it's so good to see just the adrenaline pumping, and you know, he's like he just wants to see the ability of his bike down that quarter mile. And I literally, it's just, that's what I love seeing about people, is like the adrenaline that they get from the rush of doing it. You know, the smiles on their faces when they come in and they're like, oh my God, I just did my best time. And, you know, I think it's great. I mean, I think that Saturday was, for me, genuinely one of the most fun days I have had on the bike. I was lucky enough to go down on Ferg's Diner.
What'd you get?
I got a 12.06, so I'm actually pretty impressed by that. Like Rochelle, I'm like bummed that it's not in the high 11s, but I was still stoked with 12 because normally I think the quickest I've ever been down there is a 12 on a Pan Am. So that diner is a hard work.
I was about to say to you too, like the launch on the diner is really hard.
Yeah, well, there was a couple of times I went down and it wasn't clean, so it just wouldn't go. Like I literally hadn't pushed that throttle enough through to clean it out.
You got a lesson on that though, I believe.
I did.
Yeah.
I got schooled on that, most definitely. So now I'm like, I'm coming back bigger and better in 25, and Ferg, I'm on your diner. That's my favourite by far that I've been able to experience.
Launch is so hard, and just every gear shift, you're like, bang.
Yeah, but I was spewing because the 12, I had my visor up.
Did you?
So I reckon I would have hit under.
Aerodynamics, you think?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I'm going to claim it anyway.
If someone was else here talking, they probably said that. Is that an excuse?
No,
I'm guessing, but
we don't make excuses,
no excuses
around here.
No, but 12 even, and literally that bike, unreal.
It's hard work.
It's hard work. Yeah.
You've ridden it on the street like me.
Yeah, and done the drags on it.
Yeah.
And it is.
It's a monster.
It's my favourite bike to ride.
I think it's mine
But
too.
it is. You've got to work for it, which is great. Obviously, we've spoken about Buck. We've spoken about Bo and Rochelle. We've spoken about your time on the diner. Everyone else, there's a lot of metrics, obviously, again. Two of those BMWs.
Oh,
there's only
insane.
a handful of them in Australia. We had two on the drag strip on the weekend.
Insane.
Very cool to watch. Hear them on the start line on their launch control. Pretty cool, hey?
It's so good to watch. Like, I mean, I'm a Harley girl through and through. But I love seeing those sports bikes come out and what they can do. Just, you know, street registered. Straight off the street. Come in and throw that down. That guy, did you see? When he took off, and I was like, oh my God, he's a goner on that second one, but no, he corrected and away he went.
I was, and I seen TJ's got it on the video of him doing that as he hovered, and I was quite surprised by it a little bit actually, because they have got launch control and they've got every little bit of tech that you could ever think of, but it still did it. So whether or not it was engaged or not engaged completely, cool to watch. TJ came out on the shop ride.
He did. He was on the shop ride, did a little work for us filming, and you know, he didn't go down the quarter mile this time. He just wanted to take in the atmosphere and, you know, get the spectators and the riders. He looked like he was having fun though. It's a fun event. I think the main thing for me, as I said before, is the smiles and you know, people racing their mates, like, and that bit of banter and competition. But you know, it's like friendly competition, friendly banter. I think it's becoming more of a burnout session.
I think people are frustrated with the economy and everything, and they're just taking it out on their bikes because far out there's heaps of burnouts.
So many burnouts. It's good. There's more and more, and it's like you can see the people that come each time, they're getting better and better at doing those burnouts.
Confidence too, hey? It's like that confidence of doing it, which is nice.
Even for me, like, I know how I've done a few now, and at different bikes. But the more you do it, the more confident you are. It's like, okay, I've got the start right now. Now I've got to work out how to get down the quickest way that I can. So
Dallas D-Train, that's another one I forgot to mention. Obviously, that's his first.
So good, because D-Train used to come and he would do videos and photos, and you know, just have a chat, and was just taking the atmosphere of the day. However, this time he brought I think he's got a diner.
Yeah, I think
it's a diner.
Yep.
So he brought his bike and he gave it a go, and just the smile on his face, and it was good to see, because obviously first time giving it a go. He had some of his mates there, so that was great to see as well. But yeah, he's a motorhead, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He absolutely loves it. Froths on that.
Yeah, but it's just so good to see like these guys that have been supporting us with the day and getting you know, stuff out on socials for us, and I think it's really good just to see them come and actually give it a go.
Yeah.
Like you, I mean, you come along and you do some work for us on the video, on the photos, but when you get to have a go, it's good for us, because it's like you're getting something back as well. You're getting a go and enjoy the day as well.
What's the other one I was going to say was Mr. Motocross. Yeah, Mr. Motocross Mel out there on the Pan Am.
Mel on the Pan Am. I think he's put out a YouTube video. So if you go onto YouTube,
Old Man Speed.
He's Old Man Speed, and he'll have a YouTube on the day as well about his experience. And
so
he came here to the shop.
Yeah.
So he came to the shop. He went on the shop ride with Di. She was on the back. So I saw Di out there as well. So I haven't watched the YouTube yet, but I believe he's put one out yesterday or the day before, and I'm keen to watch it. He always does good work.
Yeah, he puts it out, and he got 13 something on the Pan Am, and was wondering why he didn't get to 11, and traction problems, and he had all sorts of different things going on.
Beat him then. I've done the Pan Am. I'm like 12s on the Pan Am.
So, but he did have the adventure tyres on, and it's a learning curve for him too. Like he said to me, he's like, I come from motocross, it's all different, rah. So cool to see Mel out there. And pretty much everyone else is from Groms again.
We had Groms. We had also, shout out to Byron. He brought along his custom built FXR. Which it's absolutely spectacular bike. The work on that bike is insane, and I haven't seen him out there before. He brought it along, gave it a go, and just raved about it when I chatted to him. So it was good to see him. I think Ferg said that was his bike of the day. Was that FXR. Such a nice colour, like that baby blue. Oh, I don't know if you got any footage of him, but if you do, put some up.
I'll put it in today.
Show the people.
Show the people. The other one was one of the ones that, and I haven't spoken to you about it at all, was, did you see the guy launching the Ultra?
Oh yes, I did.
Unreal.
Full tour mode bagger with like top box and everything you could imagine on it. And he launched it.
Launching it. And I don't know the times. I didn't see the times, but I watched the runs each time. And that first 60 feet was awesome. So if you're watching this, well done. Full kudos.
And
very
fearless,
cool.
like
fearless.
just. Go.
Because the thing is, like, because it's got bags on the back too. She's launching up in the front, then across up a bit, smash another gear. That first 60 feet, wicked. Well done.
That's good,
But that's pretty much like a couple of the highlights that we run through. Obviously, we'll chuck some video over the top of this. Anything else from your side?
No, just a big shout out to the staff. And you know, they are volunteers out there at Willowbank. They come along and they help us put together the day. So big shout out to Willowbank and the staff and volunteers there from us. It's you know, it takes a lot of work to get these events up and running, and we couldn't do it if we didn't have that venue. But just for everybody that's come along this year and enjoyed it and participated, or whether you've come along and watched, thank you from us. We do love running the event. I do love organising it. It's so much fun, and it's something that we'll continue through to into 2025. Might have a few special things coming in the plan for it, so stay tuned. But we'll be back in 2025 and looking forward to it.
Thanks, Crystal. And I guess what's next for us is 2 weeks' time. We're going to bang bars at Dust Hustle, mate. So
I forgot about that. On the X500.
X500s and Pan
That'll be fun, and the Pan Ams,
I guess that's probably what we'll do next for video, I'm guessing, as well.
End of the year is my favourite time. We get to do lots of bike things happening, isn't it?
It's good. So that's basically what will wrap up the end of the year, obviously, for Ghostly Alley. So thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
I'm very shy with these sorts of things. So.
Shy. Bullshit.
I try.
Nah, that's good.